Hello.
Happy Sunday, everyone.
And
You
Mother's
just-
Day.
Oh my god, yeah, I already forgot.
Shout out, Mom.
Happy Mother's Day,
Shout out,
Mom.
Amy. Happy Mother's Day.
What do you call your mom?
I just call her Mom.
I call my mom Mommy still.
She gets mad if I call her bro on accident. Like, she gets so mad.
Well, yeah, that's...
But,
How
like,
could you do that?
it slips out.
Yeah, totally. Well, happy Mother's Day. Happy Sunday. You just listened to The Worst Is Done by Wise Blood. It's a great album. I recommend checking it out. And you're also listening to Looking Outside In with DJ Tito's. And now you're listening to Pita Chip Chat with me, DJ Pita Chip.
That's
And
the cutest name I've ever heard. Like,
I just like pita chips. It's really not anything deeper than that.
just, sometimes that's all it needs to be. It's just a feeling. It's intuitive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the universe has a name for you.
It absolutely did. It dropped in my lap. And today we're talking to my lovely friend Stefana
Hello.
about music. She's making music and all things like that.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about where it started, your new song, artists you like, and more after that. So, just to start, how's your day?
It just started. I'm running on 1 hour of sleep because I have insomnia. It's the artist way. Yeah.
Torture.
It adds to the angst.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. 1 hour of sleep. But it was a good 1 hour. And also I think like less sleep makes me a little bit more delusional, so it might be more fun. Like, I don't know what's gonna come out of my mouth.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like roulette.
Yeah.
Are you just like, do you feel like aware of what you're saying?
Oh.
Or are you feeling like in control? I think you are.
We'll try. Yeah.
I think you are in control.
Yeah.
All right, maybe we should. Well, how about your week? Any highlights of the week?
Highlights of the week. I had a game night with my friends last night, and truly,
That's
like, that's all sometimes I just...
Like a board game?
Yeah, we were just playing board games. The original plan was to go out and, like, whatever, and we decided to, like, stay in and play games, and it was, like, so wholesome.
That sounds lovely.
You know what I mean?
Then why'd you go to bed so late? Insomnia.
Okay, insomnia, and then also, I am the most, like, productive and, like, creatively inspired at night, so I kind of, like, push off the morning, like, subconsciously. Do you know, like, revenge sleep? Or
no.
So, I think it's, like, this thing where, like, you push off the morning for as long as possible, like, I don't know.
No, I
like,
get that.
You know what I mean?
Like at the end of the night, you're like, I need to keep showing because this is like, finally I'm relaxing.
This is my time.
Yeah, I see.
This is my moment.
That.
Yeah, this is my moment. I'm like, I was like, oh, I should make like one little TikTok of me like with my song. I haven't posted about it. I haven't promoted it on there at all. And then I like ended up finding like a stop motion feature, and then I spent like hours like doing like this whole like.
Did you post it yet?
No, I haven't posted it yet because I made like 3 of them, and I was indecisive. And I'm like, hold on, this second is a little bit different than this second. Which one do I like more? Like, and it's like for like 100 views. It's fine. Like.
Well, everyone look out when that drops. It's gonna be huge.
Yeah.
When the stop motion comes out.
Right, the stop motion comes out.
It's gonna be big. So I'm excited.
Thank you.
Well, I'm trying to think if I did anything. I went to a Mike concert.
Yes.
It was awesome. I should have played a song from Mike, but maybe next week.
Talk about your experience going to a concert alone.
Yeah, I've been to quite a few concerts alone. I think this is my 4th concert by myself.
Yeah.
And it's usually because my friends don't like what I'm listening to.
Yeah.
Or don't want to pay for it, which is fair. And I always want to go.
Tickets have gone like so insane.
I know, but I like small enough artists where it's never bad.
Yeah.
So that's the hack
So
I make.
valid.
It's just like, no one listens to this person, so I can go for $30.
Yeah.
Which even sometimes I'm like, $30. Anyway.
Do you know what So Far Sound is? I feel like I've talked about this. But so it's basically this
yes, you have.
Yes. Okay, so it's basically this I don't know if it's like a program or it's they put out there's this thing in every my explanation skills are like
that's fine.
Typing it out. They have it in a bunch of different cities. Basically you pay like $30 for a ticket, and then you don't find out the location until like you can pick a general area. Like if it's in LA you can choose like Malibu, like WeHo downtown, like a general vicinity, and then you find out the actual address day of, show up, and it's a lot of times like a really interesting venue, and they
that is so cool.
they play like 3 to 5 up and coming artists just play live, and it's a really intimate experience. And like a lot of time you're just like sitting on the floor and you have like floor pillows. Like the last one I went to was actually when my family was visiting, and it was in like an art gallery in like a warehouse.
Oh, cool.
And another one was that I went to with.
And you don't know till day of.
You don't know till day of. You don't know
That's
the artist, and then because it's so small, you can talk to the artist afterwards, and like
Oh, that's
you
so
can,
awesome.
yeah. And sometimes they'll have merch, sometimes they won't, but it's like you can literally be like
That's really cool.
have one-on-one conversations with them. And
Mhm.
I don't know. I feel like some artists like need that conversation sometimes too. So
Like
like hear,
validation,
yeah, because
yeah.
it's like you deserve to know like how good of a job you did, and like how like the last one that was literally the first girl. I was like sobbing. I had one. I
Oh.
and I look over at my sister sobbing. Like,
Oh.
I was like, but that's
Wow.
kind of like it's kind of very therapeutic. I think.
I wanna go.
But let's go.
Can we go
Yes,
together?
please.
Okay, amazing. That's the next plan. Next time,
Yeah.
we'll be like, hey, guess what I did last week?
Literally, and every experience is completely different than the other one. Like you can't replicate it.
Oh,
It only
cool.
happens one time.
Is it free? No,
No, it's like $30
that's
per
not bad.
ticket, but it's not bad
That's a cool
for the
experience.
experience. Yeah,
It's worth it. Sometimes
Yeah.
spending money is worth it.
yeah. It's
Only
also, like,
sometimes though.
yeah. Sometimes I don't care as much about like who I'm seeing or like what artist I'm seeing. I just want to be around live music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, speaking of music,
Speaking of,
maybe we should dive into a little bit of where music started for you. Okay, let me see what I wanted to say. Well, maybe we can first say, I'm trying to think if I want to go chronologically or not. We can do chronologically. So you as a kid, what are you like as a kid? Are you jumping, singing around?
Annoying.
Like, annoying? So are you singing all the time?
Yeah, like, and a lot of the times it would be like just the chorus of a song or just whatever is stuck in my head because I also have like crazy ADHD,
Okay.
so it's kind of a bit of stimming also. But like I would like there'd always be like one verse or chorus stuck in my head. I just sing it over and over and over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
And then also a lot of the times like I would want to sing, but I wouldn't know the lyrics to a song beyond like a short thing, so I would just start making up my own stuff.
So you've always been doing that?
Yeah, the first time I can really sorry I forgot you.
No, I was saying, did you always write it down? Is that what you're about to say?
No,
Okay.
out of like
It just was.
I think
automatic.
I did start writing it down, but because it like it was kind of like I was too young to really even like know how to write properly. Like I was just I'm just like not shutting up ever. Yeah. I think like the first time I can really recall singing, we were watching like American Idol, and
Oh,
and American Idol was really nostalgic. I think.
yeah, actually, same.
Yeah.
I loved Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah, it was a moment for us.
Was she Kelly Clarkson?
Yeah, she
Or
was
she
the
was
first.
on it?
She was the first season. Yeah,
Yeah, I really liked her at the time.
she killed it. She really did.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, there was a moment where I was like, I was growing up.
That's the goal.
Yeah, but like there's this one girl who auditioned and sang like "I Kissed the Girl," and for whatever reason that
Oh,
song stuck in my
yeah.
head. It was
Good
just like a
one.
loop for like
Yeah.
yeah,
Ever.
yeah. But then I did start writing it down, and I
How
was
old were you?
I don't. I was definitely in elementary school because it's like I had a lot of journals, like for a lot,
Yeah.
like every holiday or birthday or whatever. Like I always ended up getting like a journal.
Yeah.
A lot of the time I asked for them too,
Yeah.
and I would like, and I still am finishing because I had so many that I would like start and just never
Me
finish.
too.
So I'm still finishing journals from when I was a kid.
Oh, that's
So like
sweet.
I actually just finished one
Yeah.
the other day, and I was like going back and starting to reread it, and like the first couple pages were like a list of like song names that I wanted to like write a song to, and then there would be like I flipped a couple pages and then there's lyrics and like some of it obviously are like bad, but some of them are
Yeah.
bars. I'm like, okay, girl.
Yeah, really. I actually had some like songs that I wrote as a kid.
Mhm.
I think I was very conscious about it. I liked
Yeah.
to sing a lot as a kid, but I was pretty shy.
Yeah.
And then I remember like sometimes being like just being bored enough where I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll write a song.
Yeah.
And I like thought one of them was good enough, so I emailed it to myself. So it's like my first email that I'm like
Yeah.
I still have it
Aw,
because I was like I can't lose this, so I emailed it.
it's so cute.
But like reading the lyrics, it was like dark. I'm like, what's going on?
Oh,
here?
real.
But
I
I
was
think,
so emo.
like my dad really liked like rock and roll music, so
Yeah,
that's
same.
all I knew was like dark music. It was like
Mhm.
about the devil and all this stuff.
Oh.
Like that's just like the lyrics. That's just what they were. So I like wrote
Scary.
like that.
No.
And I was
scary.
like, the devil's gonna come. But I just thought it was like rock and roll. I didn't think it was like dark. But I'm like, gosh, I'm so young and like getting that.
Yeah, that's scary. I feel like mine weren't really like that, but they were definitely a little bit more like.
I had some that were very corny too.
Yeah.
But not many. There's like only a few that I've found.
Yeah. I feel like there's two. I saw this one like video of this girl talking about like there's two like different genres of music, not genres, but like types of music, and then there's like victim music where it's like I'm the victim, like everyone does me wrong, or like self-deprecating music where it's like I'm the problem.
I like both of those things.
I feel like I relate to I'm the problem. Okay. That's most of the time when I'm writing. The song that I actually put out isn't really like that, but it's like not. Kind of that's me writing from like the energy I want to have, because it's not always energy I actually do have, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like healing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get what you're saying. I could tell. I listened to the lyrics.
Because a lot of my like
it's
songs
more
are actually like
someone.
Yeah. A lot of my lyrics are like a bit more like sad, and so but I want to give what I want to hear. Like, inspired, and like I need the energy, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah, actually I wonder sometimes about like artists who write really sad songs, and like that's what people want to hear. Like when I like during like COVID times, I was listening to Phoebe Bridgers and Nirvana every day, and I was like, why am I upset? Why am I sad every day?
Yeah,
you can't start your day.
Oh my god,
listening to Phoebe Bridgers. And then like think it's gonna get better.
Yeah,
and like she has to perform that every single day. Like is she stuck in that place?
Yeah,
or is she like separating herself from it?
Maybe she can change her perspective about what she's saying, or maybe it becomes healing, or because it's like she created like a cool like life from it. Yeah, and it's like I don't know. Then you can enjoy it in a different way. That depends on her perspective on it. I think.
I'm curious.
But like I was listening back to my like high school playlist the other day because I was just curious.
Yeah, and
every song was slow, depressing, like just like sad, and I was like, no wonder.
Yeah.
No wonder.
I know, but it's good music, so it makes you really feel like something.
I feel like there needs to be good balance. I think a lot of the time I'm like told that I'm overly optimistic or like very like high energy and whatever, and like I've kind of like opened up about some of like my mental health issues before, and people are like kind of shocked that I like when I talk about being depressed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I've been so depressed before, and I think it's because I write sad a lot of the time that it's like such a good outlet and channel, because singing and writing is so like somatic, and you're literally getting it out of your body that like then you can kind of, after you release the sad stuff, get to the happy like energy.
That makes sense. It's like a release.
Yeah, and I think a lot of depression is like suppressing what you want to be doing. So it's like I'm depressed when I'm not writing sad stuff because it's suppressed, and it's not like
that's true, rumination.
Yeah, it's just ruminating. You need some sort of release. So I feel like a lot of depression is just like no release to whatever you're feeling, and a lot of depression is like people being sad but not like accessing that feeling. So it's just a numbness. And it's like, I don't know, in order to not be depressed, you have to like get to the sad part and feel it and release it in order to like
I'm sure you've probably like conditioned yourself to have that habit though. Like I feel like it's not something a lot of people would do automatically, but songwriting like opens you up to doing that like whenever you're sad. Yeah. Instead of making it like, okay, I'm sad, what should I do to help with this? It's like I already know. It's like automatic.
You would think. A lot of the times it is automatic, but then sometimes when you're in that state of mind where it's like I'm sad, I don't know what to do. I literally like I'm just like I feel like I don't want to get up. I don't like I'm like convinced myself to get out of bed or whatever. It's like, okay, wait, I've done this a million times. Yeah. I've been through this feeling a million times. What am I supposed to be doing that is helpful? And every time the answer is writing about it, singing about it, or dancing about it.
That's fair though.
Like
after you like dance like by yourself for a while, like everything's so great.
You need to put on and like I feel like you need to put on a song that makes you feel either how you are feeling that resonates with it, or how you want to be feeling.
Yeah, that's true.
And then
that's why I feel like musicians are idolized in a way that no other art form is. Like people like actors, whatever, but musicians are like actually gods to people. Like it is a whole separate thing.
I think it's because it's the reason why like in church like music is so powerful in the church is because music is like spiritual.
Yeah.
And it's a spiritual experience, and it's like even if you're
That's
not
true.
religious, a lot of the time the closest thing that people experience to religion is music.
Or even just being like seen in a way.
Yeah.
Someone else. I like identify with this so much.
It's also music is literally like frequency, and it's I feel like nothing can access a feeling the same way music can.
Mhm.
So it's like also it's like if you watch a movie and there's no music in it, you're not gonna feel the same
Yeah,
way
that's
when you watch a
absolutely
scene
true.
versus like if there's a certain song on it. And a lot of the time you can watch a scene, and if you switch out the song, it's a completely different feeling to the scene depending
Yeah.
on the like song on the soundtrack.
You're right. Soundtracks to movies are always like, I love listening to
Bro,
soundtracks.
the Forrest Gump soundtrack is one of my all-time.
I've seen Forrest Gump, I haven't like
This,
tuned in.
this one of the songs that I actually sent you last night because for context she sent me like a couple questions she was gonna ask me today, and one of them was like what's a couple songs you would want to play, and one of them was like Volunteers, and it was from that soundtrack.
That's why it's
Like,
familiar.
Volunteers of America.
Yeah. I recognize it.
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't know where I know this, but I've heard this before.
Yeah. It's cause that's one of those songs that like accesses a feeling that
Yeah.
not a lot of people like feel on the day-to-day or can just access quickly, and it's like because it makes you feel so uplifted and like I can do something, like I should be doing something, and like
Mhm.
I don't know, do you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
So clearly, music means a lot to you. Yeah, but I think a lot of people, I think most everyone feels that way, because it's like the soundtrack to your life every single day. People are listening to music. I'm assuming most people listen to music every single day, like all day.
It's actually scary to me when people
Don't
like
listen to it.
don't.
Yeah, I know. I had some friends like in the past that were like just not into music really.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you do then?
I knew people who would literally like
What do you-
drive home and
in
to
silence?
in silence. But I kind of understand because like they were like being overstimulated,
Yeah.
and you know like sometimes I'm so overstimulated. It's like I need silence. I need to listen to the wind,
Yeah.
and I need to listen to.
That's very
like,
occasional though.
I need to listen to just like city rumbling or whatever. I need to listen to like
cars.
the
Cars
trees,
passing.
cars passing the trees, or
Yeah.
like birds chirping.
Yeah.
I honestly, birds chirping has been something that I have been like looking for, and I am paying attention to a lot more because it's like
Mhm.
I don't realize how much of an impact even just listening to bird chirping has on like
Yeah,
my
you're right. Like
mood.
waking up and hearing birds chirp.
Yeah,
It's
but then-
lovely.
no,
Walking around.
yeah,
On campus, there's so many little like
yeah,
birds, and it's so green here that I feel like sometimes I'm like Snow White.
yeah, and it's like oh my gosh, it's like helps you be a lot more present. I think,
Absolutely, yeah. It's good sometimes to remove the headphones.
but no music ever is crazy.
no, that's,
Like,
I don't
truly.
even. I don't think there's
That's
anyone.
psychotic face.
I don't think there's anyone like that. No,
I've
I mean,
met a
actually, I
few.
have known some, and they've been a little weird.
I'm like, I think it's like, maybe they just haven't found what they like. Because I feel like a lot of
That's
people
part of
listen to maybe whatever's like
Uh-huh.
popular, whatever their friends listen to, and they're just not really into it. So they're like, I'm not gonna play music. But it's like, okay, then go deep dive and find some weird shit
Yeah, that you'd actually like.
that you actually like. Go, you know, if it
Yeah.
happens to be Hannah Montana, it's Hannah Montana, and sometimes
she's
that's what
great.
you need.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Miley Cyrus' first album. I was actually gonna say
Oh,
that,
so
that
good.
that's what I liked as a kid.
Yes.
That's what I like. I thought I was Miley Cyrus because
Yeah.
I'm brunette.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, people
Me.
must mistake me for her
Yeah.
at 8 years old.
Literally.
So I had like a bunk bed, and I would like lip sync on my bed to like Miley Cyrus's like Breakout album.
Yes.
I think it's literally
Yes.
called
Yeah,
Breakout.
it is. Yeah.
And I had the little CD.
Yeah.
And like I thought people like walking in the street would see me in the window and be like, oh my
That's
god, it's
Miley.
Miley.
Oh my god.
And I don't know
Can
why.
I get a picture?
Yeah, it was
like
like-
the rocks at your window.
I know. I was like, they can't even see because what if like what if I get mobbed like from
Yeah.
my bedroom, like who knows what's gonna
What if I
happen.
get mobbed?
So I
This is
was-
a real concern.
It is a
Because
concern.
what if you have to go to the grocery store? How are you gonna buy
If you're on
groceries?
campus, I'm like, what if people start like listening to this too much, or they start mobbing me
Exactly.
on the way to class?
Yeah. I am
Yeah.
manifesting that for you.
Oh my god, no.
Yeah.
That sounds rough because it will happen if you say it too much.
Oh, true. Okay.
Powerful.
When the time is right, it'll.
You'll be mobbed.
If that's what's meant to happen, it'll happen.
Absolutely. Did you like? Was there music always playing like in your house growing up?
Yes. A lot of it was me just not ever shutting up.
Yeah.
But also, I like have a very like distinct memory
Mm-hmm.
of like, I think this is why Queen is one of my favorite artists. Is
Mhm.
like, I remember like being picked up from kindergarten or something, and then my dad starts playing "We Will Rock You" on his
Oh, yeah.
laptop,
Mhm.
and I just was so obsessed with that song. I think I was really obsessed with like like the crowd interaction part.
Oh, yeah,
where
yeah.
You could like which when you watch like the movie, like
haven't
Bohemian
seen
Rhapsody.
it.
Okay,
I
we watched
need to
Bohemian
watch it.
Rhapsody. Some people hate it, like some like really avid Queen fans are like it's not accurate enough, and I'm like. Real,
I've heard
like
good things.
I don't know if biopics are ever gonna be exactly.
Yeah,
what
no,
they
there's
be.
always gonna be people that are upset.
But like Bohemian Rhapsody, like really made me feel things. I love it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
But-
he's an incredible performer
Yeah.
too. What
Yeah.
his name?
He's a Freddie Mercury.
Freddie
My
Mercury,
cat's
I know
name is
that.
Freddie Mercury. Freddie
Really?
Mercury Mittens, yeah. Shout him out.
That's your cat.
Shout out Mitt. Yeah.
Wait, what's the last name of your cat?
Mittens.
Mittens.
His original name was Mittens, and then I added
Oh.
my own little
So Freddie.
Freddie.
That's a great cat name. I have
I
like a
mostly
list
call
of
him Mitt,
names.
though. Yeah.
Rick?
Mitt.
Oh,
His
Mitt.
his
Rick came
original
from
name
there.
is Mittens.
Okay.
So and then Mitt. My brother calls him Mitchell.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love when cats have very formal names.
Yeah,
I
me
think
too.
I think it's wonderful.
Okay, wait, back on the Freddie, I have to. There's this point I'm really trying to make, and I'm trying to.
Oh.
Okay, it's the crowd interaction part.
Oh yes.
So, and even in the movie, he talks about how that was his intention with the song is for the crowd to feel part of the song and part of the creation of it, and it's truly like a different feeling when there's crowd interaction where they're like part of the beat or like something,
I
and
agree.
even like when you're watching Chaperone and her like
Yeah, that's
Hot to Go
true.
dance, and she's inspired. Like she told in an interview said she was inspired by cheerleaders. Like that's it. She wanted to cheer.
Oh, I
Which
see.
is like like me and all my sisters.
It's also smart.
It's really smart,
Yeah.
and it's also like you have a completely different experience and feeling being part of the crowd when you're like everyone around you is doing the same thing, and also like psychologically, if you're in a community or if you're in like a large group of people and you're all doing the same dance or you're
Yeah.
all singing the same song, there's like I don't know the exact term for it, but it's something
Oh,
that's
I should know
really,
this.
really good for your brain,
Yeah,
and
you're
it's
right.
really
It's
good
when
for
you
your
like.
sense
It's
of
when you start
community.
like blending into other people.
Yeah, and it's really good for a sense of community, and it's really good for a sense of connection. And this is,
Yeah, you're
and
right.
it's, I think even for biological purposes, like something about dance and music
Yeah,
is like
absolutely.
so embedded in biology. And so Mia and my two older sisters did cheer growing up. I did cheer
Oh.
until I was for like 12 years.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Random lore. But I think that it's really shifted my perspective on the power of a crowd
Interesting.
and like the power of being involved
Yeah.
in some sort of chant or song or music, and you can like completely turn a game around.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, like our teams weren't like that great. Like we weren't
Yeah.
really winning, but our team spirit like
You can
and
win the crowd.
our crowds and our like hometown spirit was just so like unmatched.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, like a crowd involvement in whatever you're doing is just like I don't know, that's just like so elite. It's so
Yeah.
and it's similar with protests.
More memorable as well.
Yeah, protests are very like even a lot of time people are like, oh, protests don't do anything, blah blah blah. But a lot of the time it's like building a sense of community, and it's also very therapeutic because you're getting out all that energy and pent up energy that you've had.
Yeah.
And you're like it's like giving you a sense of hope in the world because it's like you're seeing it around you with real people, and you're all like getting it out together, and that is doing something. That's building momentum and energy, which is not nothing.
No, you're right.
People very severely
It reminds me
underestimate energy.
too of like this is like random, but I saw like one of like Zane Lowe, the
Yes, oh my God,
Apple
I love
interviews.
him.
He has the best like music interviews.
Yeah.
And he did one of Harry Styles because
Mhm.
I loved Harry Styles.
Wait,
I
Harry
still love
Styles,
Harry Styles. I feel like I mention him like every time. It's kind of bad.
No, it's
never
not.
goes away.
It's worth.
And I remember like it was I think during COVID or coming out of COVID, like something with quarantine, like some timing like that. And he was interviewing Harry Styles, asking like what he's been listening to, like what was inspiring his like new album and stuff. And he was talking about he was mainly just listening to live albums.
Yeah.
Because during
The energy is
quarantine-
different.
Yeah, he's like during quarantine I can't interact with people, but there's something different about hearing an album
Yeah.
that's live. So that's like was all he was listening to at the time.
Yeah.
So that kind of reminds me of like what you're saying.
Those are my favorite CDs.
Oh yeah, like the
Yeah.
oh my gosh, it's the when you're just playing.
I was just playing Lauryn Hill in the
Oh.
car.
Lauryn Hill has like interactions in her music.
Yeah, yeah. Or yeah, or even
Or
just
Amy
conversation.
Winehouse.
Okay, so I have that's the one I was playing. I think last time.
Oh, okay.
Not today, but the last time I was with you in the car.
Yeah,
I had like Amy Winehouse live,
yeah.
and it's like her voice is so insane that you almost couldn't differentiate
Yeah,
that
no,
it
you
was live and it wasn't recorded. But there was like one song where she has one minor voice crack that she still pulls off somehow, and it's like, oh, like
Yeah.
a quick reminder, like this is live.
Yeah.
But then also it's like the energy of the crowd cheering in between the songs, and it's just so unmatched.
Yeah,
truly.
I agree. And there's even like the MTV. I have like the MTV CD for Nirvana's live thing.
Unplugged?
Yes,
same.
And that one's great too because you can hear like Kurt Cobain like make little jokes
Yes.
when like the song starts.
Or like he like screws up something, he'd be like, "Fuck."
Yeah, it's great. I love that album.
Yeah.
Well, what about this next song that we're gonna play?
Vienna.
Any comments about that one? It's a great song.
The song makes me sob.
Fair. It's so good.
It's truly gotten me. It's one of those songs that's like, I'm having a hard time. I'm being hard on myself. I don't think I'm where I should be at, or like,
yeah.
I'm in a transitional period. Actually, any time in life, listening to this song, even like happy or sad moment, it like will resonate. I feel like it has to resonate with everyone.
Yeah, especially at our age. I remember this is Vienna by Billy Joel that we're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know. I also, like, when I first found the song, I was like, it feels like a little bit like a handhold song. Like,
yes, you're
like,
okay.
literally the whole chorus, though. It's like, that's essentially the
like,
point.
slow down.
Mm-hmm.
The first lyric is slow down, crazy child. Like,
yeah, it's so good.
Because
I think it's like a good, especially if you love music, if you're a very ambitious person, then that sort of song, the fact that it's like in music form too, and it's by Billy Joel.
Yeah, it's actually about his dad. Like,
really?
He wrote it for his dad because his dad really wanted to visit Austria or Vienna.
Yeah.
And I think like he didn't see his dad for a long period of time or something, and he's like just missed him.
Yeah.
Which really changed my perspective of the song.
Yeah, now I'm gonna listen to it.
And it's still like but I feel like whatever your interpretation is, like at the time you're listening to it is what it means.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a great song.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're gonna get into the song, and then when we come back, we can talk a little bit about your experience in production school. Is that what you would call it?
Yeah.
Music production?
Yeah, I mean, it was just, it was like a music school, and then the program I did was music production.
Okay, well, we're gonna get into that after the song. This is Vienna by Billy Joel.
So good.
It's so good.